Planta Nubo by Mike, Ode, and Uwe Rosenberg, published by Devere, who helped provide a copy of this game for me, is a heavy worker placement game with a lot of cool mechanics that are common, as well as some unique mechanics. So let's get into it. I'm Board Game James. I look for common patterns and unique mechanics in board games, as well as ones that make me think strategically. And this one is a beast. As you can tell already, it takes up the entire table. There are a ton of components, and I have 3D printed an insert for it. The Devere copy is a different box size than the Game Builder's copy in the EU. So I have a modified version of the original insert that someone designed up on my Thingiverse, so you can check that out there. When I talk about common mechanics with this one, it's very high level common because a lot of this game is extremely unique. So the common elements you're going to find are worker placement, although you're not going to use an actual worker, you're going to use a tool, using bonus actions, charging those bonus actions, and comboing, as well as some tile placement that you'll be familiar with other Uwe Rosenberg games. However, this game becomes very unique very quickly. There is a lot going on. First off, let's talk about the action selection. I'm going to place a tool in between any particular type of blueprint or flower. What's unique here is that there is a blocking mechanism. So I can go here twice because I have the same tool. However, someone else cannot come into here again with the same tool type. They will be blocked from taking that action. So you need to be very careful about the actions that you're selecting. With those actions, you're only going to use 3 of your tool tokens. The 4th token is actually going to go onto the main board here based off of whichever one you have left over. And then everyone who goes there is going to do that bonus action. This is the first bonus action spot there. If you took a spot that gave you a tile, and these are actually set up differently in the game, don't pay too much attention to that, you're going to place it onto your board, covering up, once again, spaces, and you will get those bonus actions as well. When you place on your board, you're of course going to grow flowers. The entire idea of this game here is to grow flowers and then harvest those flowers to send off to get you energy to charge up even more bonus actions, and then plant forests on top of those flower beds so you fertilize the soil a little bit here because it's kind of this post-apocalyptic scene here, and then score points from those flowers, as well as you're going to score points from a numerous amount of ways. It's very much a point salad. Once you've got flowers on your board, you can ship them off to contracts, another common theme here. However, what is unique with the contracts is that they must be fulfilled from left to right, and there are public ones as well as you can take actions to get private ones that are going to go onto your board following that same left to right mechanic. Once you've completed a contract, surprise, you're going to get some points. However, contracts are a quick and easy way to get energy, and that's the next cool mechanic in this. Around your player board is this rondelle of spots that you're going to be able to go and enhance later with more bonus actions, as well as end game bonuses from the board. Throughout the game, the board is going to shift each round, revealing more end game cards and less in-game bonus action cards. This is a similar mechanic to Lost Rooms of Arnak if you've played that. When you get one of these cards, it automatically comes with 1 charge. In order to recharge your cards or get more charges to use them, you need to get energy. Energy is primarily given from the flowers coming off of your board, as well as action spaces that give you energy. When you get energy, you're going to move your die around this rondelle that exists on your player board. Every time you pass one of your cards, you're going to give it a charge up. And then at the end of your turn, one of the actions you can do is the built-in workshops, which allow you to buy a new card or increase your die, which is once again going to give you more points at the end of the game. Or you can use one of these action tokens that are on one of your cards and perform that action. Getting the flowers off the board can be a little difficult at times, so there are also numerous cards that give you flower pots. These flower pots often also give you points, so you got to watch out for all of these different point mechanisms. You got to plan out a lot very strategically here, and there's definitely a lot going on. It is definitely a heavy Euro game, and it is going to take you a while. However, it is very satisfying, especially once you start to realize how you can synergize some of those actions and make combos. The combos aren't as apparent as other games that have combos in them, however, are still very satisfying. Now, I've only touched on some of the mechanics here. There is a lot going on here, but it is something that you're going to enjoy if you like a heavy Euro game with a lot of moving pieces. However, they do flow well together. I would recommend watching a couple of Learn to Play videos, checking out the files section on BGG for the other rules mechanics. The rule book is a little bit hard to understand sometimes. The game is just really heavy on icons, and so once you've got the feel of the flow of the turns, then you're actually going to be able to figure out all of the icons pretty simply. If you are a fan of Uwe Rosenberg's patchwork placement games, as well as Ode's heavy combo mechanics, this is something that's right up your alley, and I highly suggest that you check it out. Make sure you check me out, leave a like, subscribe, and a comment down below. What's your favorite flower?